Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back to another video. If this is your very first time seeing me, hi, hello, I'm Elaine Michelle, and I am your new best friend. Over here on the channel, we just work together to get ourselves together. So I hope that you will join me and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of the videos. So today, you guys can see from the title, we're going to be talking about digital cash envelopes, basically cash envelopes in general. And I am going to walk you through me stuffing my cash envelopes, and this is pretty much the same process that you would do if you had normal cash. I'm just doing it digitally, okay? So don't get, kind of nervous because I'm doing it this way. You can definitely follow along and do this with real cash envelopes as well. So I never want you guys to get deterred because it's the same process. It's just instead of counting out money, counting out, just depositing it into there. So the first thing that you want to do is create a like a blueprint or a guide for your cash envelopes and your sinking funds. So that's what I did, and that's how I come up with my $305 and my $80, so about $385 a month. This will change. My groceries will get back added in come at the end of March. So for right now, this is what we're working with. So I have household items at $40, and the reasons I'm able to kind of stick to some of these is because I've gotten it down to a science, okay? Like I've really gotten this thing down to a science. So we'll talk about it more as I get into there, but this is the first step, is breaking it down by what you're actually spending. So if you don't have this information yet, that's fine. The easiest way, so if this is your first time starting off with cash envelopes, the first thing that you want to do is go and look at your bank statements for the last month, 2 months, 3 months, and identify the category. So if you've been doing any spending tracking, this is a great way to see where you're spending the most money at, and you can determine which cash envelopes you want to use. That's one of the things people always ask me, like, well, what should I put into a cash envelope? And I always tell them, your areas that you may struggle in with overspending, like you're not even doing it consciously, you're just overspending because you haven't really taken control of it. So I identified those areas in my life, but they don't have to be yours. So I have household, personal care, eating out, gas, entertainment, and groceries, which yours may be totally different. You may have other categories, but those are mine. And then for my sinking funds, those are definitely ones that you have on your own, and you figure out what you want to put into there based upon when it's due. So for my sinking funds, I have Bubba's clothes, traveling, massages, and my future house, right? So I want to start doing some savings for just little stuff like that I want to get around the house, not necessarily. Anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. So to do your cash envelopes, again, you want to go back into your expenses, and see what areas you are spending. So find out how much you spent at the grocery store and then average it out. So maybe 1 month you spent 1 week you spent 150, the next week you spent $50, and then the next week you didn't spend anything, and then on the 4th week you spent another 150. So you would add all of that up, and then you would divide it by 4 and see how much you're spending per week. And if you don't go to the grocery store every week, then definitely just do every 2 weeks if you just want to do it like that. But that will give you a good idea of what you're spending and how you can actually, kind of review it. So that's how I look at things. And then for sinking funds, it's the same exact concept as your cash envelopes. So let's say I know every year for back to school, Bubba's gonna need clothes and school supplies and stuff like that, but more so clothes, because that stuff uniforms gets expensive really quickly. So I know that on average getting him uniforms costs me about $300. So from the beginning of the year, from January until, I probably should be writing this down, huh? Let me write this down so we can make it make sense. I'll write it down on my piece of paper down here. So let's say for Bubba's clothes, we know, like I said, it's going to be about $250, $300. We'll just say $300, right? So $300, and then we need to get to what they start school in August, so we need to go through July, right? So this is January through July. How many months is that? So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. So that's 7 months, which definitely could have did that, right? So 7 months here. So we would do 300 divided by 7, because that's how many months it's going to take us to get to that, so that we can have it before we actually need it. So that's one of the things I think people ran into, like trying to save up for Christmas. They were like, oh, I got 12 months. No, don't divide it by 12. You want to divide it by 11, so that on the 12th month you can start shopping. And if you need to start shopping in November, then you need to put it to 10 months instead of 11 months. So that's something to think about. You want to have the money before it's actually due. So we would do 300 divided by 7. Let me get my good calculatrice out here. Y'all know I ain't no mastermind, okay? 300 divided by 7 is going to be $42.85 a month, right? So 42.80, let's just put 86 because it has so much more colors. So 42.86 is what I need per month. So per paycheck, normally I get paid twice a month, right? So I would just divide that by 2. So that's gonna put me at $21 a month. I'm sorry, per paycheck. I just said it. Per paycheck. So did y'all get how I came to that? So my $300 I need to have saved for Bubba's uniforms by July. So from January to July is 7 months. That 7 months, the 300 divided by 7 months is $42.86 per month to get me to 300. And so per paycheck, I need to save roughly $21 per paycheck in order to get to that 300. Now up here you see I have Bubba's clothes at $20. So what I've been doing is I'm not really gonna do I could do it like that, but it just made it easier when I made it just one big thing this past time. Maybe I'll go back and make it even, but for the most part I just been putting $20 in there. And then what I'll do is any extra I have left over, I'll go through and see like, oh, okay, I need to add $2 for sure to this category because it needs an extra $2, and we'll get into that. I'll show you that. So I just wanted to kind of go over what my process is, what I'm looking at when I'm doing that. Now let's go ahead and start the stuffing. So when you're doing digital cash envelopes, you actually, for right now, if you're using the Qube money system, remember there is a code down below. I am using Qube money. You are going to have to transfer your money, put in a transfer in at least 2 to 3 days or 3 to 5 days before you actually need it. Now that's for right now because the transfer has to come from your bank and put in there, and they do have the option for direct deposits now. So that is the thing too. So if you want to do direct deposits where you deposit that particular amount that you need for cash envelopes directly into your account, it will come in there like you were getting paid, so you won't have to do anything manual. But if you are not doing that and you are doing the manual deposits, you want to do it at least 2 to 3 days ahead of time if you have it set up for transfer. So that's something I've already done. I just wanted to make sure I made a note of that for you guys so that I didn't, trip you guys up and be like, oh wait, what do you mean? And it won't take the money out of your account until it actually can go, if that makes sense. So you'll understand if you've ever dealt with like doing money transfers and stuff like that. It'll show the transfer is pending. So you're good. You should be good. All right. So step 2 is to move all of the extra money from my cash envelopes to my sinking funds. So that's what I've done so far. So I just want to go ahead and redo some more of that. So like I have $356 in the eating out category. So what I'm going to do is just move that into my sinking funds. So I'm going to add money, and I just said $356, and we're going to change where we are moving that to, right? So we're going to move money from where'd you go player? Right here, from eating out, and we're going to move that into the sinking funds, and you hit move. Okay, so now eating out is back to 0. Sinking funds now has $33.56 in there. All right, so same thing. I'm just going to go through my category. My gas, I got $2 there. So oops, sorry, come back, close Qube. Okay, so gas, we have 2 cents there. I said $2. We have 2 cents there for gas. So we're going to add that to the sinking funds. And go back. Sinking funds. Add money. And I know it's only 0.02 cents, but every little bit counts. And you just want to make sure you pull it from the right account. So gas, done. Move money. And so what I'm doing is clearing out my cash envelope. So you would normally do this if you were doing your cash envelopes as well, unless you had something you were trying to save it in there for. So I saw one more, $21.30 for entertainment. So again, we're just going to click into the sinking funds, and we're going to add money. and 2130 was the case that they gave me, and we're going to move that to sinking funds. No, we're already in sinking funds. So remove that from entertainment, which makes that 0, and we're going to move that money. All right, so now this is going to put $54.88 into my sinking funds category. Now, this sinking fund is like a basic one that I keep there. So what I would do is take this $54.88 and I would divvy it out into like Bubba's clothes, travel, massage, my future house. I would just divvy all of that money up into there, and that would be how I would use it. Let me close this cube. Sorry, guys. That would be how I would use that. So that's something I would get into, but this is like me closing out all my cash envelopes, and then now I'm going into my regular stuffing. All right, so let's start with the first one. We have household items. So for household, we're just going to click here and we're going to add money. Now I am adding $40. Come back. Oh. Okay, I'm adding $40, and this has been working for me really good. This allows me to get paper towel, toilet paper, Tide, and Downy if I need to all in one, or I can do my bulk buy, which is what I normally do. 1 week I'll buy paper towel and toilet paper. The next time I will buy detergent and fabric softener, and then anything else that comes up with the house. So like Bath and Body Works, when they have the sale on the wallflowers, I use that money in there to go purchase the wallflowers, and this has really been working for me. This has been a good one for me. So that's how I do my household, but you may want to look and see what you're actually spending. So really take time to dive into that. Like, even though you may be going to Walmart for groceries, are you adding in your paper towel and stuff like that, and kind of divvy that out into another pot so you know what you're actually spending, because sometimes we're just overbuying, we're overdoing it. So that's a thing. So we are going to move that money from the cloud, because that's where our money goes whenever we're there. We're moving that money to the household. So we're going to put move money. Boom. All right, so let's go on to the next category, which is personal care. Okay, and I've kind of been doing two things with this. Like, I got my hair twisted last month, so I went ahead and used that money for that. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it this time, but if I don't use it, I'll just put it towards my massages, because I have to get lymphatic massages and the package is quite pricey. So yeah, that's a whole thing. So I've just been kind of trying to save that money for that, and I was able to get that taken care of. So that's $70, you know, you're saving $70 every paycheck. It's $140, okay? And I already have, you know, I do my nails myself, so that's a part of my personal care. I don't have to worry about that. I get nail polishes off of Amazon, or they get sent to me to try out from different brands and stuff like that. So I've really kind of gotten it down to where my personal care is really, really good. I think come next month, probably in March, I'll go and like get a pedicure. I like to get those a lot more frequently when it's getting a little warmer outside. So I'll do a pedicure, and then I'll probably get into getting waxed. So that'll be something maybe I'll treat myself to, but definitely doesn't have to get done, because you know, we make ways over here. Okay, that Nair Brazilian wax works pretty good. All right, so we put the $70 in there, and we're just going to move that money. All right, next up we have our eating out category. Now this one is one that I kind of struggle with from time to time, depending on what I have going on at work. That's where the majority of my eating out is absorbed, is from like lunches and stuff like that. So my goal is to do a little bit better. Not a little bit, to do a lot of bit better. I do try to eat healthier options. Like I love seafood, like fish and stuff. I try to eat Chick-fil-A. I don't know why it's the healthier option, but it is. I'll try to eat a salad from there when I have to order things. And I know the rice and stuff has a lot of salt in it, a lot of sodium, but I'm trying. Your girl is out here trying, okay? It's just when they have a lot going on, it'd be like, you know what? It's either eat or don't eat. Eat what you can, or don't eat it all and be, you know, lacking. So there's that. So we'll go ahead and move this $50 over. So we're gonna move that. And then we have gas, and we've been doing pretty good. One thing about it, I think I told you guys this before, I shop at Kroger, and with Kroger they have a gas station. I don't know if that's everywhere, but the Kroger that I know has the gas station, right? So I will go and I'll buy my groceries first, let myself check out, then I'll get those points. Usually I'm spending like $100, right? So I'll get 10 cents off a gallon every time I go to the grocery store. So that, you know, it adds up. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys finding some service like that where you get bonus points. And like last month, in January, yeah, they had a 4 times the fuel points when you shopped on the weekend, and that was something I already was doing. So every time I went, I got 4 times the points. I think I'm sitting on like 1,000 something points or whatever. I was thinking about having like family members come pull up and we just like all save on gas or whatever, but I don't know. It rolls over till next month, so we'll see what we got. All right, so gas is $60, but I said all that to say I've been staying within. You guys know I'm very strategic about my trips and stuff like that. I really can make a half a tank of gas last when I'm very strategic, go a little bit over when I'm just kind of being, you know, fool-la-la-ing around, going here and there, that type of thing. But I try to be very strategic with my moves. So add that $60, move that money. And then we have entertainment, which we ain't really doing too much, but I use that like if I want to go to dinner, if I want to, whatever I want to do with my entertainment money, if I want to whatever, like that's my money. I use it for entertaining. Like I miss going to the movies, but like Amazon Prime sometimes comes out with movies that we didn't have before, like that we can't see, like go see or whatever. So when they do that, I just take that money out of here and I spend it from there. So that's pretty cool too. And then also like if something comes out that I want to buy planner wise, whatever, it's my entertainment money. Whatever entertains me is what I spend. So we're good there. All right, so we're gonna move that money. And then groceries, we're not moving anything right now over into the grocery category because we still have our food stamp balance left over, so we won't have to worry about that. Now, so the last piece we'll get into is our sinking funds. So this is why I created cubes, individual cubes for them. Before I just had a sinking fund one, but I figured this system works a lot better when I have the sinking fund, which is my end all be all sinking fund, and then I just distribute that into the specific categories. I think the only thing I wish that I had, and maybe I'll just have to like do some more research, but I wish I could have like these in different colors, like maybe all of my cash envelopes be blue and then all of my sinking funds be another color so they kind of separate. But I'll see if that's just something I haven't like tapped into yet, which it absolutely could be, or something I can tell them that we want to do. All right, so we got Bubba's clothes. Let's go ahead and add Muncie to his, and we're adding $20. $20. And the funny thing is, I actually just had to buy him some clothes. So yeah, that's a whole thing. We had some vouchers though, so thank God for vouchers. All right, and then we're moving $20 into the travel category. And this comes in handy, like especially for me, like I just had a death and I had to go back home. You guys know that. And having that extra money there just ready to go for traveling, just to, you know, help out on gas, just to have snacks or whatever. Normally when I'm doing a quick travel event like that, I'm going somewhere where I either have, like, I'm going to my parents' house, I have money, like they got food there, so I really just got to get there. Most of the places I've been traveling have been like that, and that's what I use this particular money for, especially like right now, because I'm not really doing any fun traveling. I wish I could fun travel right now, but you guys know, like, it's a whole situation. This second strand coming out here is not what's up for me, okay? So yeah, that's my travel money, so we'll put that in there. Move that. And then we have our massages, and I'm just trying to prepare for the next bucket of massages that are going to come out. As you guys know, I had surgery, so with the surgeries, and you guys will like hear me talk about it in my video, you need to get lymphatic massages to help drain a lot of that toxic fluid that's in your body. And so it's also helping to contour. I have a lot going, like we're doing cavitation. It's doing a whole lot, and I'm here for it. So I want to just make sure I put up some extra money for that. So we're just going to put that $20 in there. Move that money. And then for my future house, hey future house, this is gonna be like, you know, like little portraits or something like that I want to get. I just want to have something to kind of get started with, just little stuff that I want to purchase around there, and if I need to do more, then I will do more. All right, so that puts us at sinking funds has $54.88 in there, and let's see, I think that's it. We have deposited everything, so let's just we'll do a check. So we know future house has 60, massages, all those should say 60 because I've been putting 20 in each of them. So entertainment, $50, gas, we got $60, eating out, $50, personal care, $70, and household, $40, sinking funds at $54.88, and then we have the groceries at $0. So we have deposited all of our coinage up and through here. So yeah, this is our cash envelopes for this month in our sinking funds. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys check out Qube Money. They have amazing products and they just keep getting better. Bill pay is coming. Like, I am so excited about all the features that they have going on. If you guys have any specific questions about the services, please let me know down below in the comment section. And again, you guys can get into all of this digitalness with my code down below to save on the plans. And I would highly recommend, if you're struggling with anything with managing your spending, cash envelopes is a great way. And I know it says digital, you guys do know that this has a debit card attached to it, right? So I'm able to like go and swipe my card. I don't have to use physical cash. I can go and swipe my card. I can also use it on the internet because I can open it up and it'll show me my card number. Let me see if I can show you guys one. So here, yeah, okay, so down here at the bottom you can do open Qube, and then if you need to do something like purchasing, hold on. If you need to purchase off of Amazon, you can select this for Amazon orders and it'll open it up for you. So select for Amazon orders and you can pre-authorize the exact transaction and it'll authorize the purchase amount so you can use it online. So it's amazing to me. I really love this process. I love what the Qube Money has done with this. And yeah, you guys let me know if you have any questions and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah. KK, bye.
Special and she reckless. You're my bestest friend, yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you doing.